Yeah, Chuck, thanks so much for joining us. Here with Chuck Bailey the third. First off, man, how's it feel? To be in Reno. This year two, right?
Yeah, second year. It feel good to be here. It's always good to come back for a second year, especially nowadays with the transfer portal and stuff. So I feel good to be back here for my second year and be around a good coaching staff and really Reno feel like home now at this point. So yeah,
And as you're kind of like going through like the process, what was it about the right fit? Like being a member of the Wolfpack.
definitely coaching staff, Coach Noodles, Coach Steve. They just basically showed me that like, look, we're gonna work with you. Like last year I didn't play a lot, so this year I have a major role. I have to step up and be a leader, and just yeah, definitely with them too.
For sure. I want to kind of rewind real quick. Just take me back to your basketball journey. Like, how'd you get to where you are today? Growing up in Michigan, right?
hmm
Any like family members who play sports, stuff like that?
Yeah, definitely my mom, and my dad. They're very key. My mom, she played when I was younger. She played in high school and stuff, and then my dad, he played at Michigan back in 2001, from 2001 to 2003 or four, and then he transferred to UD. So, which is Detroit Mercy. So yeah, definitely my family, major part why I do what I do today. So.
And for yourself, did you play any other sports growing up besides hooping?
Yeah, I play football. I play receiver, and I play corner and safety. I love football. I'm not gonna lie, that's my favorite sport besides basketball at one point. But yeah.
For sure. And growing up, I know it was like a while ago, but like back in high school, you played a bit at Strive for Greatness, right?
hmm
With Bronny. What was
Yeah.
that like? When
Oh, it
like
was
all the
definitely,
cameras and everything.
yeah, that was definitely a dope experience. Playing with Bronny, he's a good player. He doing what he do now in the NBA. So yeah, that was a dope experience playing with Bronny. Also, playing at Donda too, which was Kanye High School with Rob Dillingham and AJ Johnson. So playing with other players too, like them. Yeah, so it was definitely a great experience in high school for me.
Yeah, I think I remember one of those games I was at. It was like the auxiliary gym at I think maybe Gorman or something,
Yeah,
and like it was like super crazy
yeah, no, yeah,
packed.
yeah. I know what you're talking about. That was the
Yeah,
Vegas tournament.
yeah,
Yeah.
but y'all had it was like the Yeezys.
Yep, playing
Yeah,
Yeezy
playing the Yeezy
500s.
500s.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if we kind of compare like your high school experience compared to
hmm
like college, what's that like? What were like kind of main differences?
I feel like high school was different because I had COVID. So freshman year, I had to leave Michigan, go to Arizona, and just go to school out there for a year. And that's really where I kind of got my name, man. I feel like in a sense. And then going to Donda, and then that situation playing out how it happened, school closed, and going back home to Detroit for my senior year. So I mean, yeah, high school was just it was up and down. I wouldn't say it was too crazy. I feel like college has been a little more stable. I've only been to two schools. This is my second school, so and I'm just getting better every day. That's really my biggest thing. Just working every day and trying to get better and just grow.
Most definitely. And I want to turn to your game real quick for someone who's never like seen you play before.
hmm
Who do you try to study, model your game after, or on film, etc.?
Oh, that's a great question. I'm still trying to determine that too, like who I really study a lot of. But I do like watching a lot of Devin Booker and Anthony Edwards, players like them, Shea. But I mean, I wouldn't say I compare myself to them that much, but because I feel like I got my own type of game. But yeah, I'm gonna play hard. That's one thing about me playing hard. I'm gonna play D, and I can score the ball too. So yeah.
And on top of that, like one thing I really noticed was just like you're always like ready to catch and shoot,
Mhm.
ready to rise up, or attack from like a triple
Mhm.
threat standpoint. But beyond that, any underrated aspects of your game you feel like are more like on the underrated side?
Uh, Probably athleticism. I ain't really been able to show it a lot. I need to start showing it more, but I feel like people don't. I'm more athletic than people think. Definitely that for sure. And then yeah, catch and shoot. Definitely that's something I worked on this summer. Just catching and shooting a lot and just getting, just hitting that long ball. I worked on that all summer. I mean, right now we 3-2, I believe. Yeah, we 3-2. So like, I ain't really playing as well right now as I want to, but it's okay. It's a long season. We only 5 games in, so yeah.
What would you say would be like your role right now on the team, and what would be maybe an ideal role like in the future? Future
hmm
being the pros.
Uh, right now, role on the team, just being a hard worker, being a guy that's gonna go out and play hard every night, hit shots, score the ball. I feel like as the season progresses, I gotta become a better leader. I mean, that's one thing I got to become. I feel like that's been kind of hard in a sense, with just, being from school to school in the past and not really knowing how to lead. So I got to grow in that aspect. And when it comes to the pros, one day, really just a 3-and-D guy got us going, knock down the open shot and, check up, because NBA or whatever professional team is they always had that guy right now. So just, coming in, just playing a role.
Most definitely. So I want to just close with some rapid fire fun questions, get to know you off the court.
Mm-hmm.
So the first response you can think of, our first question would be your biggest interest outside basketball, like any unique hobbies?
Definitely. Yeah, I was just talking about it. I want to do like podcasting and stuff, and like just something that does with entertainment and just talking and just showing my energy and being around people. So yeah.
Favorite music artists?
Drake or YoungBoy, NBA YoungBoy for sure.
Favorite snack?
Snack, cosmic brownies, easily.
And let's say you had a hashtag to describe yourself, like hashtag something, it'd be one word or a phrase. What would that be for you and why?
Smooth. Smooth with a V. I feel like just being smooth. That's me, really. Just never over happy, never too down. I'm just always in the middle, being mellow, just trying to take it day by day. So yeah, smooth.
For sure. If you weren't pursuing a career as a professional hooper, what do you think you'd choose to do as an alternative career?
I feel like if I wasn't a basketball player right now, I'd definitely be in school somewhere. Probably be trying to major in engineering, architecture, something like that. I feel like I could do that. I was very smart when I was a kid, but just focusing on the basketball route, that's kind of hard to do. But yeah.
A role model or someone you look up to?
Role model. Someone I look up to, probably my big brother. Not my blood, but Romeo Weems. He played with the Rip City Remix right now, and then my guy Jaden Hardy, who played for Dallas Mavericks. Them two guys I've been around when I was a kid a lot, so I look up to them a lot.
Biggest pet peeve?
Pet peeve. I give a basketball one. Probably when somebody hit a shot in your face, late clock, and you be like, dang, you just gotta live with that. So yeah.
Would you be an introvert or an extrovert?
I'm more of a extrovert in a sense. Yeah, I like people. I'm not really to myself a lot, so yeah, I'm an extrovert.
Your favorite food place in Reno?
Oh, favorite food place. I probably had to go. I go with Papa What You Cooking. I haven't had it in a minute, but that's always a good spot to go to, get good soul food. Either there or M&M, so one of them two.
And then most memorable moment off the court so far at Nevada?
Most memorable moment off the court, I probably had to say definitely last Christmas, probably. Just being around my team. None of us got to go home for Christmas, so just being here with my team. My mom came out here to see me. My brother, my old roommate Justin McBride was here, so just being around family, to be honest.
Awesome, and here's our last question. It's at the end of the day, what do you hope to be remembered for, both as a player and as a person?
Definitely as a player, somebody who was hardworking, somebody who could play, and somebody who was enjoyable to watch. And as a person, really just being a good person, somebody that people could say they could talk to me in public, and I gave them no problems, and that I was just a good person overall. That's what I really want to be remembered as, just a good person, and just leaving a legacy in that aspect. Not really so much basketball, but just as a person.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Chuck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Yeah.